out how characters are thinking or feeling in a story. So another one that we're going to learn today is making connections. So sometimes you as a reader can make a connection between either yourself and the character or maybe somebody you know in the character, and that can tell you a lot about how they might be thinking or feeling. Do you guys remember last week when we were reading Fancy Nancy, the story about she had a spa for her mom? I think was it Monty, you who've been to a spa before?
Yeah.
So we made that connection, and she might have been able to think about how Fancy Nancy was feeling or some of the things that she was doing to make the spa, maybe how the mom was feeling going to the spa. She was able to make that connection because she's been to one before. So we're going to read The Night Before First Grade. And I want you guys to listen closely and see if you can make any connections to the story, okay? Do you guys remember how you were feeling or some things you did before the start of school this year?
Yeah.
Yeah? Anyone want to share those? You want to raise your hand? Michael?
I was a little nervous.
A little nervous. Yeah. Finn has a connection, right? You do that sign. You feel the same way? Reagan?
My backpack had all that stuff
You set up your backpack and you tipped over. Fiona?
I felt scared.
You felt a little scared. Mia?
I was terrified.
Terrified.
I was excited.
Excited. Vivian?
You two were together, I bet.
It's Vivian's turn to talk now. What was that, Viv?
I was just not going to make new friends.
Nervous you weren't going to make new friends. And those are all normal feelings before the first day of school. So let's see if we can make any connections to how this girl in the story is feeling. 'Twas the night before first grade. I kissed my dog Clover. School's starting tomorrow because summer is over. Into my backpack went markers and pens. I hung my new outfit. It matched my friend Jen's. I remember buying new clothes before the start of school. You guys make a connection to that?
Yeah.
So you buy new sneakers, new clothes, setting them out.
Yeah, my new sneakers.
Nice.
These are my new sneakers.
All right. Back to the story. I spoke not a word, but went straight to the shelf and filled up my lunchbox. I made lunch myself. I can't wait to see Jenny, I told my big brother. I hope that our desks are right next to each other.
How do you know you're going to be together?
Do you guys remember how you felt about coming back to school after the summer? Thinking about seeing all your friends again and meeting new people? Do you guys remember how you felt about that?
I remember Keegan.
You can raise your hand if you want to share how you felt. Michael?
I was excited and nervous.
Excited and nervous. Kelly?
I was nervous that my friends weren't going to be in my class.
Yeah. Anybody else? All right, now I want you to think. Do you think that the girl in this story felt some of those same feelings?
Yeah. No.
Can you turn and talk to, I want you to turn and talk to a partner and think about how you think this girl was feeling, and if it was similar or different to how you might have been feeling.
I was feeling terrified and terrified. I was wishing might happen.
Trevor, can you guys can be a trio right here. Sophie and Michael, you guys can talk.
I was so terrified. I just wanted to run away.
All right, let's bring it back up here. I heard a lot of people talking about her being excited or nervous. Were those some of the same feelings that you were feeling?
No.
About coming back to school after being gone for so long? It might have been maybe you had different feelings. People can make different connections. That night I was nestled all snug in my bed while visions of jungle gyms danced in my head. The next day at breakfast, Dad made such a fuss. What a big girl you are to be taking the bus. Are you guys able to make a connection between how her parents might have been feeling and maybe how your parents felt or your grandparents, whoever gets you to the bus or to school?
Yep.
Yeah, Fiona? Yeah. Jake?
I ride the bus.
You ride the bus. How do you think your mom or dad or whoever gets you to the bus felt about you going to your first day of first grade? A little nervous. Do you think that maybe, I don't think we've found her name yet, but do you think maybe her parents felt the same way?
No.
No? You don't think they did? You think they felt different? connection doesn't have to be between yourself and the character. It could be maybe between your parents or your sibling. It could be between somebody you know and the character too. Hurry, Penny, said Mom, as it turned down our street. Over here, shouted Jenny. I saved you a seat.
So her name is Penny.
Her name is Penny. Now we know.
Penny and Jenny.
At school, kindergarten stood outside in the hall. They all looked so young. Were we ever that small? Do you guys ever feel that way looking at some of the preschoolers and kindergarten?
Yeah.
Think how big you look compared to them? While they clinged to their parents, we hugged Miss Sunrise. You two grew so tall, she said with surprise. Ding, rang the school bell. We made such a clatter as we raced to our classroom. Then Jen said, "What's the matter?" The principal told us that some changes were made. We have some new friends, some new students, so we split the first grade. Hi, Penny, said my teacher. You're in here with me. But yipes, Jenny wasn't. She was in room 33.
No. So what happened?
Did you guys make a connection to this where maybe some friends that you had in your kindergarten class, you were hoping they would be in your first grade class and then they weren't?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Do you remember what you might have been feeling?
Like my friend Bryce, one of my closest friends, I thought he was going to be in my class at my school, but he wasn't.
And how did that make you feel?
Sad.
Sad? Do you think that maybe Penny is kind of having
Kind
that
of
same
like-
emotion
Wait,
when she
who's
realized
Penny?
Penny is the main character and Jenny is her friend. She just realized that Jenny isn't going to be in her class. So she might be feeling sad about that.
But they can still hang out.
We waved goodbye sadly and said, "See you later." I had to be brave because I'm a first grader. Soon we sat in a circle and we each said our name. Then we played 20 questions and I won the game. Mr. Barr is so funny. He tells jokes and he juggles. And our class pet's so cute. It's a bunny named Snuggles. I knew most of the kids except just a few. So I went and said hi to a girl who was new. We sat side by side and made pictures with noodles. We laughed when we saw we both made noodle poodles.
What poodles?
Dog.
Type of dog.
Yeah. I'm going to go to the ball.
Alright, Noah, back up here. We both have pet turtles and love turquoise blue and pistachio ice cream. It's her favorite too. So they made a connection with each other that they both really like pistachio ice cream. I can't wait till you meet my best friend at lunch. I just know that you'll both like each other a bunch. The lunchroom was buzzing, so busy and loud. We sat down at a table. Was Jen in this crowd? When what to my wondering eyes there in line was Jen with a new friend who looked just like mine. Their eyes, how they twinkled behind matching frames. They had curly pigtails and they had rhyming names.
Wait, what?
Tina and Nina.
Tina and Nina.
Wait, are they new? Can you go back to that page? Because I'm
This page,
no, the other page.
Penny met a new friend. And then they got to the lunchroom and she was excited to see her friend Jenny. And she found out that Jenny's friend is friends with the girl that Penny's now friends with. And they also have rhyming names. Our new friends were twins, and though school's just begun, I know first grade will be twice as much fun.
Really?
Really?
That's the
Well,
end.
how do you guys feel about first grade now after being here for a while? Did your feelings change
Yeah.
at the beginning of the school year?
No, nothing changed.
Nothing changed? Mia, you said yes. How did they change?
They changed because now I know everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And now I kind of remember everything.
Yeah, you so.
Even though I had a really short
Amani,
summer.
sorry, hold on one second.
I know.
Guys, it's Mia's turn to talk, so we should be listening to her. Sophie, Vivian. All right, Mia, go ahead.
Even though I had a really short summer, I still couldn't. When I came in here, I remember the smells. I remembered everything.
So you feel more comfortable now than you might have at the beginning of the year because you know everybody and know what to do.
I remember the smells of my lunch bag. It's really weird.
All right, so before we split off into partner reading, I want you guys to think about making connections with the characters in the stories you're reading. And I'm going to give each of you one Post-it note, and I want you to mark in your book that you're reading where you can make a connection with yourself and the character, or maybe you can make a connection between somebody you know and the character. You might think of more connections. You might have more connections to the story, but we're just going to mark one, okay? Maybe you don't have any. So I want you to look closely and see if you can find those connections. And then I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time at the end of reading workshop so we can come back here and talk about some of the connections you found in your own books. Okay?
Smooch.
And then you see. All right? So Reagan, okay, we'll continue part. Forever. Micah?
What are
Maybe
those
we'll
for?
break up one of the trios. Wait 1 second. When I pass
What are those for?
You guys can go get your books and meet with your partner.
What are those for?
Come over here, I'll tell you.
Jacob.
Okay, keep mine safe.
In your book bag. Right? Your book bag.
Yeah, but you
Try
have
to make a connection between something, the story that the character is going through, or doing, and yourself or someone you know. Okay? And mark one with your Post-it.
Michael, get a thing.
I'm gonna go get a pencil.